It's time to talk some RuneScape again. I kind of just started making these videos out of nowhere. Excuse me. I felt like I had a lot of pent up feelings and points of view. And this is now the fourth video I've made where I'm kind of ranting. I don't like the word ranting. I'm just more so talking. Although if you go back and watch the last couple of videos, I was yelling a lot. I'm going to try to not yell anymore. I play RuneScape for probably 10 hours a day, if I had to guess. Like literally every single day. So sometimes I get these feelings and they kind of build up. My whole body feels like a pimple I want to pop. And so I grabbed the microphone and I started recording. And I'm yelling about RuneScape. So the last three videos have been pretty negative. They've just been things that have been parts of RuneScape that have made me angry. So it was easy to make a video and yell about them, you know? But if I play the game for 10 hours a day, I probably don't hate it. So there's got to be some things that I like. I might even say love. And so today I want to talk about the new RuneScape bosses and how they are like so fucking fantastic. I think we are starting to see this shift in this content that's coming out, and it's almost unrecognizable when you compare it to the old stuff. Like, we can get into comparisons. For the most part, I'll probably end up referencing the God Wars dungeon. So let's just take the God Wars dungeon, for example. You got Bandos, you got Kree, you got Krill, you got, who am I missing? Zilly. Those bosses are pretty lame. Like, trust me, I killed them a zillion times. There's not much to them. There's some nice nostalgia, good drops. They're pretty chill. But when you compare it to some of the new stuff we've been getting, for example, Yama, Doom, Araxor, Muspa, Vardorvis, the Whisperer. Dude, these are banging. My last video was why the new RuneScape bosses suck. And I'm not saying that the new RuneScape bosses suck. I'm just pointing out why I thought they sucked. There's parts about them that I did not like. I'm not a big fan of how things are dropping. You can go back and listen to that video if you care. Today I want to talk about how they're just so fucking good. And these JMods are just tapping into layers of combat that I never thought we would experience. And it's starting to make me realize, like, the sky is not even the limit for these things. I mean, I'm at Doom right now, so let's talk about Doom for a second. I personally think Doom is, by far the best boss in RuneScape. It's the best update. It's the best encounter. And I can do it for hours and not even feel like I was wasting my time. Like, it's just, I guess that's a bad way to describe it. I can start killing Doom and 5 hours will fly by in like 2 seconds. It's difficult at first, and by no means am I no monkey or Bodhi, but I'm having a blast. I went dry here and I did not care. I'm actually scared to green log this place because I'm gonna have a less of a reason to come back here on my iron. But I want to talk about like the specifics with this place that is just making it so good. My favorite thing is the prayer flicking. Whatever these JMods have figured out with the boulders, and you can kind of see this constant back and forth of prayer flicking. It's in a couple other spots in the game, like the Manticore at the Coliseum kind of has this. I fucking love it. It is so much fun. It's what takes like the fun prayer flicking. Like, I feel like the prayer flicking is just such a important part of the combat, and we are just getting so much out of such like this little simple button click, and it makes the fights so fucking fun. On top of that, you have it interlaced with this constant movement, and it's not the same movement every time either. Like, you have to adjust to the rocks on the ground, where the shadows are going to be. And then when you finally kill Doom, it's my personal favorite part. You get to see whether or not the hole is glowing. It almost feels like, you know, when you go in to fight Doom, every 2 minutes, you're getting to a purple chest at top or chambers. It's like, oh my God, am I going to have a glower? Like, oh. And when you get that glower, you're like, oh my God, I wonder what it's going to be. Oh, like, it's the same suspense. There's nothing better than getting a glower. And it's just, God, I love Doom so much. Like I said, I'm dry here. I do not get spooned. I've gotten dupes. Most people would probably consider this painful, maybe. I don't know. But I love it. On top of that, I'm not even here with the best gear in the game. Well, I mean, I got some pretty good gear now, but when I first started coming here, I did not have the best gear. I went back and I've gotten my ZCB and I went and got the Nox Halley and it's made this place even more fun. But that's not how it started, and it didn't feel like it was totally necessary to have all that cool gear. And that's awesome as well. You can get into it with some, I don't know, I guess most would call it like mid-level gear. Like, it's totally possible. And the loot is incredible. There's a couple issues, like some people have some gripes with the bones and what it says they're worth. But, I mean, that's just, those complaints are so, who cares, you know? This boss is perfect. Like, this is peak RuneScape. After that, we have Yama. Yama's freaking, oh, it's so good. Like the intertwining, I guess you could technically call it a skilling room. That's kind of what the J-Mod who worked on it, he kind of called the little agility stones like his version of a skilling room, because that's kind of what it is. It's like a TOA skilling room. You're hopping on these agility rocks. Not only that, you can kill with someone else. The complexity of the orbs. Do you want to kill the orbs? Do you want to stand on the emblems so that they go away? You got the Soul Flame Horn that gives you the guaranteed spec in the beginning. You're doing death charges so you can keep specking. Like, it's just so beautiful. Oh, I guess, yeah, you got the double death charge at Doom, too. Sorry, I just got a hard on for Doom. I really think Doom is the best, but we're going to go back to Yama because we got to talk about that P3 of Yama. One of my favorite things in this game is solo Olm and fighting the melee hand. And if you've done it, you know it's like, when you get into that flow state, it's one of the most fun things you can do. And I feel like they encapsulated the flow and rhythm of the Olm melee hand, and they put it as part of P3 Yama. They may not have even meant to do it, but they did. And it's like Yama is the Olm fight, but I get to do it every 2 to 3 minutes instead of having to spend 20 to 30 minutes in a chambers to get to Olm. And the repeatability. Oh, the drops. Oh, dude. Oath plate. So good. I don't gotta go do Tor. I don't gotta go get Torva. It's so nice. It looks so cool. Doom and Yama are just, oh, they're so great. And then we got a Raxor. All the fun little things with the crabs, bro. You're pulling the red crab over. You're exploding it. You're doing your death charge. You're getting your crossbow ready. The switches aren't too complex. I'm just kind of counting. I can use on-screen cues to dodge the venom at the end. On top of that, bro, as an iron, I love the Araxor loot. Some people in my chat today bitching, saying the Araxor loot sucks. No, you suck, dude. I'm just kidding. I don't want to be so confrontational this time. I've been pretty confrontational in the last videos, and I've got a lot of confrontation in the comments. I'm gonna chill out. But for real, dude, I love the Araxor loot as an Iron Man. You get those, it's not even about the uniques. Like, I've complained about the Nox Halley and how you have to build it, but you get those 45 Earth Orbs. Oh, so nice. And then we got Muspa, relatively new boss. It's great at teaching you other things, like you get to do the step back at Muspa during the melee phase. Bro, that's like, learning that is going to be, it's so useful so many other places, like Verzik. You can do it at Ardio. These bosses have just been so good at teaching you how to do more complex things. And I feel like all these new bosses have been making me so much better at the game. Specifically Doom. I know, I'm sorry, I keep going back to Doom. But like, you do a bunch of Doom, you're gonna get good at the game. If you do a bunch of Doom, you're good, and you don't have your Infernal Cape, you're gonna go get your Infernal Cape pretty quickly. The Coliseum is gonna be a lot easier. The amount you have to lock in, you know, to grind those later waves, like, you're just going to get better. You do a bunch of Muspa, you're going to get better. You do a bunch of Araxor, you're going to see things, you're just going to get better. Yama, you know? You learn Yama, you're doing the Dono Fly, everything in the God Wars dungeon is going to be nothing. Like, so many things, learning solo Ohm is going to be easier. And you don't have to waste 30 minutes to go try to get into the room of that solo Ohm. You've already done something that's so rhythmic at Yama, and you can just repeat it, and you got good at it. Bro, then we look at DT2. Vardorvis? I don't know. If Doom is my favorite, Vardorvis might be my second favorite. Like, the amount, like, you're just getting smited and you're moving. You're making sure you're staying on the boss. You gotta dump your specs at the end or in the beginning. Get that thrall going. The loot's pretty shit, but we're not complaining today, remember? God, Vardorvis gets me bricked up too. Whisper is great. I only got like 200 kills there. I could see myself getting burnt out there, but there's something about, like, Whisper is so, like, it's almost the same exact kill every time. It really is. It's so repetitive. You can do it perfectly. You can just take no damage. You can stay there forever if you want. And I kind of like that they gave us something like that. So many things chip us nowadays, and we can't stay there forever if we're perfect. Not if we're perfect. Not at Whisper. You're perfect at Whisper. You just get to sit there. And the rhythms are so good. It's like flick, flick, move, flick, flick, move. Oh, I love it. The combat is just, like I said, you compare these to how bosses used to be. We're so spoiled. Like these, I think it's Mod Rice, specifically the J Mod. I honestly think he's like a modern day Leonardo da Vinci right now, making these bosses. I don't know which ones he's specifically done, but I know he's had his hands on a lot. And these fights are just like, they're so fun. They help with the grind so much because the bosses are grindy. I've bitched about it before. The bosses can be grindy. But when they're fun like this, like genuinely, I can accidentally waste an entire day there without noticing. It makes it so much easier. It's like, bro, I was going to get that ACB at Sarah. I was killing Zilly, and that was one of the most painful grinds ever. I didn't really go that much over rate, but it's just like, oh my God, all I'm doing is walking a circle in this room for hours. And the gear nowadays and the tech, like, bro, you can go in that room for 45 minutes and you're just going to run in a circle for 45 minutes. And then you're going to go bank it next, and then you're going to go do it again. And before you know it, you did 2 trips. It's been an hour and a half. You didn't get anything, and all you did was go in a circle. That's not how the new bosses are. The teleports are pretty close. As you're killing them, you're getting better. They just feel so good. And the direction we're going right now is great. I wrote down a couple bosses that I think kind of suck, and they're all pretty much older bosses. The God Wars dungeons, Vorkath, pretty boring. The DKs, but we're talking like these were made in the early 2000s. We're probably, hopefully, never going to get anything like that again. I think the only recent boss that I really can't stand would be the Perilous Moons. I think that shit's hella boring. I don't know if it's because I've done it too many times on too many different accounts. I'm just burnt and fried from it, but I cannot stand the Perilous Moons. I do not want to go back there. I know I'll be back there at some point, but we're not bitching today. I got to give a quick shout out to Scurious. Bro, that shit's helping the noobs big time. The loot's not bad either. Like, I used to be kind of like a TOA hater a couple years ago. I was a Tob purist. But, bro, TOA, it's the newest raid, and I think I like TOA the most. I don't know if I can say that. My friends will be really mad at me if I do. I fucking love TOA. I've been sending a lot of chambers. I'm pretty burnt at Tob. But fuck, dude. My log is so good there. I just have no reason to really go back. I got spooned almost everything. I think there is one outlier in the old bosses, though. There's one boss that's like, I don't know, it's literally like 10 or 12 years old. And it has stood the test of time. I want to give a shout out to my boy Zulrah. He killed me on my last hardcore. So fuck that dude, but it's kind of crazy Zulrah is as old as it is. And bro, that fight's pretty fucking good. It really is. I was thinking about all the bosses, all the old ones, all the new ones. The new ones, you can just see there's just a line, bro. They're just so much better than the old ones. And the J-mods are kicking ass. Zulrah, that thing was ahead of his time. It really was. Like I said, fuck that thing for killing me, but fucking banger, dude. Feels good to say some positive things. Like I said, I play this game for like probably 10 hours a day. I like it. I love it. Okay, I do. Sometimes I just gotta get a little angry, yell in the microphone. I want you to know, after I film my rants, I feel so good afterwards. I'm like, oh, dude, I got all that off my chest. I don't know why. I just do. I'm like, my whole body feels like a pimple that I popped. I really just like to yap, you know? And I don't know, maybe I'm a little narcissistic. I don't know if that's the right word, but I think my opinion matters. Because I'm kind of like a normal gamer. Like, yeah, I play a bunch, but I'm not Bodhi. I'm not No Monkey. I'm not, these crazy, don't want to say autistic, but you know what I mean. Like, they're just so, honestly, I watch them play and I'm just like, dude, they're playing a different game than me sometimes. I'm just chilling. Most of the time, I'm just chilling. I'm just on stream yapping. I just want to collect pixels and put them in my pixelated bank and then look at them and then use those pixels to hit big numbers that are also pixelated. And it just feels so good as my pixel character grows. I think I'm pretty normal. Maybe I'm crazy by saying that, but I think I'm a lot more average, and a lot of, the normal listener would. You're on my level, whether you want to admit it or not. You probably are. You're not better than me. You're not worse than me. We're in this together. You and I, we're not special. I do want to address a couple of the comments from the last video. I want to read some of these so you and I can get on the same page. I see this one a lot, and I guess this is because, the last couple of videos were negative. I'm gonna do a couple negative ones and a couple positive ones in a row. I'm gonna mix it up. But this guy said, he says, you chose this. Suffering is the core element of being an iron. I want you to know I chose this. Just because I chose it doesn't mean I can't bitch and complain and have opinions. That also doesn't mean that some things aren't fucking broken, dude, and some things aren't fucking stupid. Just because I chose Iron Man, all right, well, fucking Jagex chose to sell it to me, so sell me a good product. And yeah, I might get pissed. I might get mad that I gotta go grind gold rings before I can get my old Tor ring, and it pisses me off. And I gotta go get 3 Nox Halley pieces to make my Nox Halley, and I gotta go get 5 Venator shards to make my Venator bow. Yeah, it still makes me mad, and I did choose Iron Man, but I just don't like that. We're not being negative today, by the way. There was a couple of people like, this guy said, back 3 videos of why X sucks. Yeah, guy replied, is it extremely easy to get clicks with dishonest negativity like that? Look, I'm not being dishonest, and I don't mean to be negative. It's just, it's a lot easier for me to just like yell about something I'm mad about instead of yelling about something I'm happy about. I'm gonna try to mix it up. I'm gonna try to not yell. But that's just, I don't know. It's just the video I want to make. It's just how I'm feeling. And then this guy says, streamer plays game full-time as a job and complains it feels like a job. Yeah, I don't know. I think like there's certain content that definitely feels like a job when I'm doing it, and there's content that doesn't. And I just want more content that doesn't. Because, bro, the ACB, that felt like I did not want to. That was not fun. That felt like a job. I would rather go flip burgers than kill Zilliana. Doom, on the other hand, I can spend an entire day in Doom and not give a fuck about anything and go to bed and wake up and do it again the next day. I just want more of that. It's super cool. I get to stream. So I want it to be fun. And I don't know. Is that illegal? Anyways, sorry, this is a positive video. Keeping it positive today. All right, that's all I have for you today. I appreciate you listening. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to try to do a couple more positive ones, but hey, man, maybe you guys hate positive ones and I just need to yell some more. If you disagree with any of my takes, please take it to the comment section. I will defend myself as I have done in all the videos in the past. I'm live on Twitch almost every single day. See you later. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel that this entire run was filmed as B-roll. I wasn't actually doing it, and I just got a glowing hole. See, this is why Doom is so good. This is the log, 2 treads, 2 staffs. I need the cloth or the pets. Good luck. Oh. 3 pairs of boots. At least we get to stay.